Kitchen Chemistry Borax Crystals. Now, we have the borax, so you have the 20 mule team borax, and you should probably use almost the entire box. Feel free to dump the entire box in if you want to, or about 3/4 of the box. But why not just dump the whole thing in? So, you have your heater here, your hot plate. You also have your pan, and you have your ladle. Now, you want to fill this up. You can see these little things right here, almost to the top, right to the part where the handle rivets come in. So you want to fill it up to about there, you want to get the water hot, and then you want to start adding the borax. Now, you also have caution tape. Make sure, again, you put the caution tape out, so that way campers know, when you're doing the cooking part of the kitchen chemistry, that they do not come over and touch any of the hot stuff. They never touch the hot stuff. So in here, when you're doing this part, you explain what's happening. You say, I'm going to be dissolving the borax in the water. Heat actually helps borax dissolve, actually helps almost everything dissolve in water. So that's why we add heat. That heat energy will start getting molecules moving, which will help break down your solute. So when we have your solute in the solvent, which is the water, your solvent will dissolve because of the solvent. This is called a solution. Solute, solution. So anything that dissolves in something else is a solution. So it goes in. Now you're going to have a super saturated solution, which means you're going to have so much of this stuff that's probably going to fall out in the bottom. But you want to heat the water up enough to where when you mix it with your ladle, that it's almost completely clear. So you keep mixing it. While that's happening, and you're talking about the solutions and the solvents and things like that that are going on here, you hand the campers a cup and a popsicle stick, and they should have crayons and markers on the table, and you hand them 4 pipe cleaners. Each camper gets 4 pipe cleaners. Now what they want to do is, they want to take their stick, and they want to write their name on the stick. That way it doesn't matter where it goes, their crystal nucleus is going to be on the stick. So then you give them 4. Now they want to kind of make a shape like this. Now, we've made different types of shapes like stars and snowflakes and cool things like that, but this one's actually really cool, where you take these 4, squish them together, kind of make a nest-looking thing, only given about 1/4 of an inch at most between these parts. Then you take, so this is 3 of your 4 pipe cleaners. Then you take your 4th one and you wrap it around your stick. Now how much you wrap it depends on the cup. That's why you hand them the cup. Make sure you tell them, if you break the cup, you do not get another one. So tell them to take good care of the cup. So you don't want it on the bottom, and you don't want it floating on the sides, because it'll make it really hard to rip off and it might tear apart some of the crystals. You keep going until it's floating right above and barely touching the side. So it's almost completely rolled up here. And there you go. It's floating right there, so their name will be on the stick on here. So they don't need their cup at this point. What they'll do is they'll come over to you when they're done, and they'll hand you a cup. It doesn't matter who gets what cup, because their name is on the stick. So when they hand you the cup, you take their stick, you take the ladle, you take the very hot solution of borax, pour it into the cup, and you take the nucleus, put it in here, and set it off. I always put towels down ahead of time, because inevitably they get spilt. Also too, just a few drops will make crystals grow on the table. So put some towels down ahead of time, make sure you have an area set aside, because this will sit here for the rest of the camp. There it is, borax crystals.